Time now for Great Day Home Improvement. We saw our first snowflakes of the season earlier this week, so that means it is really time to start thinking about winter weather and how you can prepare your home.
It's unbelievable that we're starting to talk about this, but here in studio now is our home improvement expert and general manager of Millstream Construction, Nick Ortiz. Thank you so much for being here, Nick.
Thanks for having me. Starting to feel like I'm family here.
You are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So we're talking. We were talking about ice damming during the break. Can we talk about ice damming first of all? And what is ice damming?
Ice damming. So when we think about the winter time and we get the buildup of ice and snow from the gutter, the first couple feet of your roof, there's high risk there for ice damming, and the ice damming backs up the water. What's happening is the ice is melting, then freezing, then melting, then freezing. And what's occurring with the building science of your house is the ventilation is concerned, the insulation is a concern, and that contributes to ice damming in your house.
Now, I had it, and it literally came through my living room ceiling.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was happening. All I know is there was drip, 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 and then there was a big stain, and I was like, what am I going to do now?
Sure. It starts off slow, and then eventually that stain gets much bigger. There's a lot of recent code changes in the last few years to deal with ice damming. So there's a thing called ice and water that's on the first few feet of your house, and in some houses you can do full coverage ice and water to help prevent the ice damming. There are implications in regards to ventilation of that, so it's a discussion that you need to be having with any roof company that you have at your house.
No, your company.
My company, I would love to talk to you about it, but if you're not hearing about ice damming, about ventilation, about insulation from a roofing company you're meeting with, you need to call us so we can have that conversation, basically.
Okay.
It's very important.
And
no, that's awesome.
Obviously, we're talking about ice and snow, and these are things that we here in New England deal with every single winter season. So what are some of the signs that we should look for when we're looking at maybe the roof with the snowfall?
Yeah, so the other day, we just had the first snowfall, a little bit of snow.
It's exciting, isn't it?
I guess.
Yeah.
Do you get excited?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't like it when it's snowing, but I like it after the fact.
Right, exactly.
So a little trade secret in the roofing industry, right? We can look at some of the images here. When we're looking at your home and it has a bit of snow on it, what you want to see is a consistent coverage of the snow. And what that means is that you have consistent temperature in your attic, and it's actually the same temperature as outside. It's the difference of a temperature in your attic versus outside that actually contributes to problems on your house.
Oh, interesting.
And so when you have, if we could cut to the other slide, and when you have a difference in snow melt, where it's sections of your house, some are melted, some aren't, that's indicating that you have a ventilation or insulation problem, which is something that we can handle when we do the roof or look into your attic. So you can see kind of the pointed arrows there. On the right-hand side is an attic, or excuse me, a roof. That's how it should look. Where the first two images, you kind of get that mismatch and that weird melting effect, and is a clear indication of an actual problem.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
Yeah.
So again, I apologize, when you see the house on the right, the snow-covered house.
Yeah.
It's uniform.
It's uniform.
Right, so you have full coverage across it, and what that's actually indicating is that your attic, as it should be, is the same temperature as the outside air.
Okay, perfect.
Right? And so when you have terrible ventilation, or you have a vent from your bathroom going into your attic, it's creating almost like turbulence in your attic, and it's creating a difference in temperature, difference in humidity, which is contributing to degrading your roof.
Okay.
So it's a big system. It's a big thing that you need to talk about when you're learning about a roof system and how it works. And what's really important when you're selecting a company is those types of discussions. It's not the days of old where it's just tar paper and shingles. We're talking about ventilation. We're talking about insulation. We're talking about plywood. We're talking about code changes. There's so much. It's a lot of building science now, especially in New England.
And you do like a free analysis for people too. You'll come out and check their homes for them?
So every attic, every attic that we can get into, we can't get into the one with a small hole.
Yeah, exactly.
We're up in the attic. We're looking at, the ventilation, like I'm talking about the insulation. We're really doing a thorough inspection for free for you to make sure that, the solution is 100%.
Baja Bound, we only have about 30 seconds,
Sure.
but please talk to us about it.
Yeah, Baja Bound is an exciting thing. I talked about it last. We just booked it. February 7th, we're going out, flying to San Diego, driving down to Mexico, building a brand new home for a needy family in Mexico that's
wonderful.
currently living in, very terrible conditions, brand new home with bathroom, kitchen, everything like
Nice.
that. And us being a construction company, who else would be better to go out there and help someone like
That's
that?
That is
wonderful.
really wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. We're so
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks,
for
Nick.
having me.
Appreciate
I
it.
learned a lot
Glad to be
today.
here. Great.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, there is a special offer for Channel 3 viewers. Mention WFSB, and you can save $250 on a full attic installation and save $750 on a full roof replacement, that's pretty awesome.
That is pretty good. All right, for more information, call the number you see on your screen, 860-748-3459, or visit their website, millstreamco.com.
Nick, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me again.
Happy holidays.
You as well.